This video is on doing concept drawings for projects. I'm focusing on the dream image, and the first step to do is to choose images off the internet and put them in a folder. You need two images that will combine to create your background or your setting, and then at least two others that are going to be the subject. So I make my landscape type shape here. When I look at this, I like this steps and path into the woods. It's kind of mysterious anyway going up to the top, but this image is all warm colors, yellows, and it's a little too happy. I want to create a little bit more mystery and some darkness to it. So I start with this. I've got my path. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top, so my image could sit in more like this, and the path is coming in through here, and that path disappears. It steps, so there's some edges to the steps, but nothing is a detailed drawing. You want to have it be pretty simple. It's just to get an idea of a storyline or what's your scene is all about. Okay, so got the steps here. This image up here, when I look at this, the glowing and the sun rays coming through are more like this area. I want to flip it out over, and I would center it over where my stairs end. So these trees would be coming in from this side. And really, it doesn't have to go all the way down. So this could be the ground through here. And then on this side, I have the trees coming up like this. And these branches come over in here. So it's a little tricky when you start thinking, I'm going to flip this stuff. But again, you aren't doing that accurate drawing. It's up to you using Photoshop later on. You'll be able to make it work, or you'll find another image that will work better. But for the starting point, you want to just come up with some ideas of what your story could be from the images that you choose. Next, I have these creepy faces because I want to have something peering in this area. So the skeleton face could be here, or this creepy face here. I think I'm going to go with that creepy face here. I found another folder of a student, Carl Edwards did this one last semester. So here's his spinal. That's the final. This was the first image he had. It inspired him, that Ant-Man scene with people taking pictures of him coming up out of the ocean. And this part stays in the scene here. But then he's added this road. He's added, this is where the water is coming from. Actually, I didn't see this in the folder, but there's a little other city there. This cosmic kind of background up here. This is the main image here. He has this sculpture like he's right into the mountain there. A little bit of fog is there added in, so he's added some other effects. I don't have everything, but he used quite a few images. Usually you have a couple of images that are your main background, and then you start layering in your foreground elements. Okay, So for this landscape orientation, I give something that has the basic proportions. And if you didn't have this, you would be trying to imagine how you would put these things together. So he has his scene here in the front. That's the inspiration. So my character, little girl, on her dad's shoulders, and the other people. So just indicating a crowd and some shoulders here. Okay, then we've got a road. He flipped that. Okay, so maybe you would have your road in here, but oh, the figure can't fit in there very good, so I'm going to have to flip it. So that's kind of the thought process that happens. So one more note to add on this, to be clear on what you're doing. You won't need to print out anything with your images on it. I just have this here so that I could show you and go through the steps. All you're going to have is you will make a folder. You'll pull some images together. You'll look at them on your screen and then do your concept drawing. Okay? You're going to have your folder titled Dream Image in your Google Class folder, and you'll have that, and then you can sit and draw a concept. You can go into more detail. This one has a little less detail. You can do a little bit more to it, but it doesn't need to be a complete drawing. It's something for you to sit and look at images and see how you could put them together to create a new reality or a story.